turn up. Assaje folks. The whole place turn up. Teenage reggae dancer to the top. The whole place mad up. Them finna say we stay show now stop. The whole place turn up. Babylon nothing know this for sure. The whole place mad. It a mad up. Yeah. The reggae dancer, she say it a road for this. She say we a mash up station. The girl them say them love the vibes we a flow, and the boy them say them love how the gender. Be a niceness, we no throw no blow. We come to nice it up with the young and the old. Say we come in a the club. Bumbo go on up in this we show. We used to have reggae music just once in a week. Them time then, Angle Country beats. Something Quay Poncho was the biggest MC. Can't forget my lights in Pullman County. Councillor Ace and Felix Bell. President Case of SOZ. Cheesy Wheel and Ragamuffin. The road wasn't easy cause the artists them weren't that many. The whole place turn up. Teenage reggae dancer to the top. The whole place mad up. Them finna say we stay show now flop. The whole place.
Doc Palm is back with all new exciting time with your medical doctors and health professionals. Did you know that Doc Palm has introduced all new opportunities to chat with your preferred physician for free? Yes, you heard me right. Chat consultation on Doc Palm is free. Download Doc Palm on Google Play Store and App Store. Doc Palm, convenience. Doc Palm, your health in your palm. Terms and conditions apply.
Boom. The whole place turn up. Radio culture to the top. The whole place mad up. Them finna say we show now flop. Boom. You don't know this was Saji for the simple entertainer straight out of Ghana. I'm going to say tune into Radio Culture, online radio of pure reggae and dancehall from Ghana. Them finna know that. Boom bam.
Turn up. Assaje folks. The whole place turn up. Teenage reggae dancer to the top. The whole place mad up. Them finna say we stay show now stop. The whole place turn up.
1212 Radio Culture.
This for sure. The whole place mad. It a mad up.
Yo, listen, man, I've done many an interview, but this one here, I woke up at 5 a.m. to prepare for this one. But I wasn't doing nothing preparing, I was just listening to music or Saji for music.
Be a
niceness when I drove, when I throw no blower. Or Saji for the simple entertainer is on my line right now, people. You see how I bounce up and down?
Just once in a week. Them time then.
Yeah, that's how you can tell. The excitement is fire blazing in this house right now. Radio Culture.
Can't forget my lights in Pullman County. Councillor Ace and Felix Bell. President Case of SOZ. Cheesy Wheel and Ragamuffin. The road wasn't easy cause the artists them weren't that many. The whole place turn up. Teenage reggae dancer to the top. The whole place mad up.
Whole place turn up.
Yes, turn up. Whole place turn up. Babylon nothing know this for sure. The whole place mad. It a mad up. Yeah. Conqueror himself, rise from the school. I want the lyrical gunshot. Shut a wale. Them ones them man out. Rascal from Dublin, Sam and Boom.
Yes, indeed. In the very short while, we will be going on the phones to speak with the artist. Man of the day. Hold on, what happened? Yeah, the excitement be too much. I better stop talking and bring on the artist right now.
Governor and Roy General, that's not nice without gunman wisely. High grade family, khaki and Sammy. The whole place turn up. The reggae dancer to the top. The whole place mad up.
The whole place turn up. Radio Culture turn up.
The whole place mad.
Culture.
Yeah. We used to have reggae music just once in a while. Then time there. And with GBs. Something Quabanto was the biggest MC. Can't forget my license, Pullman Canty.
All right, enough of the skanking and bubbling. Let's go straight on the line and talk to the man, Carl. Osajifo. Blessed love, Osajifo.
Blessed love, my brother.
Yes. I hope you're monitoring on social media because then you can see the visuals, man, and see how much it's ablaze in this house right now. Dan, no.
Yeah, man. So that thing go. This is how we want Ghana reggae to move. We want the people to follow up.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and big up culture radio for that, reggae culture, radio culture for that.
Give thanks, Osajifo.
Before I say it, I said greetings to your cherished listeners and those watching you on social media. They should all big up. Yeah, man.
Yes. So said the man, Saji. Thank you very much, Saji, for making time for us. You are a very busy artist.
My biggest pleasure.
Yes. You're a very busy artist. We've chased you around for a while, but you're busy, simply put. But at long last, we've been able to get hold of you, Saji. Thank you very much. Osajifo. Anybody who knows anything about GH Reggae Dancehall from its inception to right now cannot possibly not know Osajifo. However, there is some things that they may not know about Osajifo as an artist, as a person, as a brethren, as a Rastaman. Who is Osajifo?
Yeah, man, Osajifo, my real name is Dennis Akram. I was born in Kumasi, Old Tafo, and I was born and bred in Kumasi. I attended secondary school at Trumamai Secondary School, a school which was built by a champion. Yeah, man. But after school, I love music because the area that I grew up in an area where the Funras live band, artists. I'm from the same area from Konedu, Babuchi, those artists there.
Wow.
So when I was growing up, I used to go and check their rehearsals and things. And when I was a youth, I was able to sing some of Ampadu song, Adoma Kunyameche, all those songs. So the music was in my DNA, Yeah.
I see.
But the whole vibe concerning reggae music started up in high school, when during the time of Shabarangs and Buju Banton, Tinga Tinga Linga, and those Work Like a Champion Buju Banton. I fell in love with ragga music, And we used to do that in school. Those times there was competitions at Kumasi City Hotel when we used to do school rap and school ragga and things. I used to represent with my brethren, Dennis
Buddha.
Dennis
Buddha, Rising Power. Dennis Buddha. Yes, Chris Levi.
But after school, that not much is happening in Kumasi concerning this reggae and dancehall movement. So I travel outside Kumasi to the capital city to pursue my career. So when I came to Accra, I was staying with Mickey Ronnie at Palace Place at Center down there. That was where the whole thing started because Palace bought a keyboard and guitar that I used to sing like ragga, but I wasn't so perfect singing on live and the acoustic. So that was where I started training. This is way back like in the 1993. Yeah. So we kept it going. They used to call me Ragga by then, But in late 90s, I formed a band called the Militant Youth.
Yeah.
Me and my brethren called Ladia, who is now in Denmark. We formed the Militant Youth, and we started playing around town. And later on, Militant Youth got splitted, and we formed All-Star Band with Rastonto, Yaga Yeoman, and Nash Dodu on bass. Mahoney, may so rest in peace, was on keyboard. Rootsman was on drums. So All-Star Band, Militant Youth was just a Rasta band that used to perform only during Rasta festivities like Haile Selassie and Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
But All-Star Band was more or less like a juggling band, playing restaurants like Big Millie's Backyard in Kokrobite. Those times, was very active, so we used to be regular there.
Yeah.
What a chicken restaurant, and that was early 2000. But the bigger thing started in 2006 when there was a tribute to Bob Marley concert in Ghana, in Kumasi and in Accra. And Osajifo was among the very few artists selected to perform on the same stage with the Marley family.
Yes.
The IG, the late Joseph Hill.
Yes, Muta Baruka. Yes, that was a lineup of reggae royalty that time. I remember that show very well.
Yeah, man. So let me end from here so that we can continue that.
Yes,
I will say everything.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then and you know what? I was just cool and listening because I'm like, what am I going to ask? Let me just talk and let me get the information, you know. But yes, indeed. Yeah. Saji. But listen. Even from what you just told us right now, then it indicates an artist who has paid his dues. No question about that, right? You have been very consistent with the music, with the reggae thing, in the highs and lows. At times where it was like almost gone, I can say that you are one of the artists that held it down. But let's not run too fast. We'll get to that. We'll let people understand why I'm saying that. Before we get there, though, from you left Kumasi, came to Accra, formed the band, all of that. The big thing for you said, was when the Mali thing came. But before the Mali thing, though, people still knew Osadifo.
Yeah, even before then, because the Rasa festivities or militant youth was one of the key bands. And even apart from that, I used to play with SOZ band. I used to do the raga thing with President Kex then. So I was a youth who was flexing with a big band during those times, and for me, music has ever been my life. I'm very consistent. I've never gone on break with the music ever since I started music.
That's what I see.
Because,
All right. Osadifo, how do you create your music, right? Because if somebody can say anything about you, is that you are a very prolific songwriter also. I don't know if people write your music for you. I think you write most, if not all, of your music. What are the processes like? How do you go through the processes to come up with your music?
I write almost all my music, but there's one thing about me. I know that most of the causes of most failure in life is lack of patience. I'm somebody who has a lot of patience. I take my time. Even till date, I'm not rushing, the music, because I know it's a whole lifetime journey, So, and I've learned as well, after school, growing up as a Rasta youth, we read a lot. We know when we were youth as Rasta, we used to read. It's not like the modern day dread them. Our time, we must read Gabi book. We must read about Haile Selassie. We must read about that. I think
learn that.
Those researches helped me to be able to write lyrics and things. And I also did literature in school. So all come up together and we know about the rhymings and we know about the alliterations and all those things. And some benefit that is all helping the music lyrically and everything.
Nice. So you'd say it's a combination of your raw talent and your experience in like your education also, right? Because like you just mentioned, the rhyme schemes and all the different.
Then you must be educated. You must be able to know about global affairs. You must be able to say things that connects people globally. And Osadifo as an artist, I focus on that because I have a message for the world. Man. And we even learned Patois somewhere along the line because Pan-Africanism was very important, and we realized that we must create a channel of communication between us and our brothers in the diaspora. So that was the reason why we learned Patois. Not that we took the tree away, but to be able to communicate fluently with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. It goes in all circles.
Yes. Now, this is very deep what you just said. It's very deep what you just said because a lot of the time you hear people talking about, Rastaman, you put away your tree and you're speaking Patois and this and that and the next thing. I think what you just said answers it for everybody, because I think it's an advantage to speak another language, not a disincentive, especially if the language it's a plus, right? You're connecting with your brothers on the other side who do not speak your language, by the way, right?
That's one. Yeah, man.
Yes, absolutely. Now, you just mentioned that you have a message for the world, but I also think that you have a message for your country also specifically, because some of your music focuses on the immediate, like some of the things you say as things that the politicians should be saying.
Yes. Of course, we cannot show yard because the main important thing first is to liberate your people. You know, because you are in your confinement, you are in your area, you can't throw your own people away. That is the reason why we also try to sing in Twi. You know, to sing in Twi, because Ghana, Twi is the most biggest language. So we try to also express ourselves in Twi to be able to deliver to our people, also to understand the basic things. Yeah, and Osagyefo, for us, I was doing the music because I realized that reggae music is all about addressing the fundamental problems of the masses. So Osagyefo has been always keeping it like that. I don't just sing. All my music is addressing their situation. You know, so I do the music and I address some of the problems our mothers at the market are going through, the vulnerable children.
Yes.
You know, the corruption, the injustice. You know, it must be addressed, it must represent the voiceless. So Osagyefo has been always keeping it on that level, both in Twi and English and in Patois and whatever, because the language must be clear. We should not be singing about "look at my shoe" because Ghana music fraternity has always been about that. All the artists, they want the artists to go get bands. They want the artists to dress they like this, like that. It's not too pretty.
The man say can't sing about "look at my shoe." Yo.
Because that is Ghana. Ghana, they are European things that has nothing to do with the music, for the music business. That is why artists like Ras Bumba are not being recognized, artists like Kinte, because the music in Ghana is something which is not even about the music. No, it's all about trending. Come and say do something and trend, which completely has nothing to do with the music. But Osagyefo, I never get swayed by the trending and the hype. You know, I kept it authentic, and I kept it full of vibe and conscious. You know, because
100.
I want to be like Bob Marley. I want to be like Bob Marley. I don't want to sing it. So I want to sing music that will continue to live forever.
Absolutely, Saji. It's a very dicey situation also, right? Because the trending issue that you just mentioned, a few years back, maybe not so few, but some years back, you know, when you and I were, you know, actively engaged in reggae music and all of that back in Accra, it was very hard to even find a recording studio. If you found one, you were lucky to pay for it, whatnot, recorded a song. It was very hard to have it played on radio for anybody to see it and all of that, to make a music video. Now, with the social media, somebody can actually record themselves in their room and put it on social media and make a music video and everything with an iPhone. Unfortunately, that's also what's producing the trending vibe, right? So what do you think is better, the before or the after? Or the now? I mean.
Yeah, I can say that technology has come to help a lot. Because now, so look at somebody like Trinny Jonas. Trinny Jonas has never been on any interview on any radio or TV. But it's very popular because of the availability of the internet and the cyberspace. You know, so technology has really helped, because all I do times, even there wasn't phone and thing, you know. But the reason why I brought trending is that, you know, trending, not everything that trend is necessary, you know.
Absolutely not.
Are not equal.
Yes.
But Ghana, as long as you are trending, whether negative, because they say there is nothing like negative publicity. That is Ghana. There are some situations that some artists will use to move forward in Ghana. If it's like somewhere in America or Europe, maybe they would have lost a lot of fans. You see that thing? Yeah, because Ghana, all trending is good. If you go to Makola and naked yourself, as long as everybody say, they will be giving you the business. Yeah, but other places, that kind of trend, it will have a negative impact. You know, but technology has really helped us in this music business. Because now as an artist, you don't need a lot of, you can be a star on your own. You know, because as long as you have your social media, you have your account, and the music business now is all about activeness. Keep updating yourself and get out there. So like you said, technology has played a very important role, and that's made the business much easier for us now than those times.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that also produces the trending syndrome. So I think it's a necessary evil we have to deal with and learn how to manage. You know, God, nothing will come easy.
Can reach you now, and the numbers can increase. So it depends what you are trending with. You know, are you trending. It's just like everybody need to market themselves. Whether you are selling porn or you are selling Bible, you need to market it. You know, marketing, you can't leave market out of that. Whether you are a conscious artist or a slack artist, you must make marketing a very important.
All right, Saji, let's drop one Saji track and come right back. All right, and I'm also going to make a point about this song that I'm going to drop. It's called "Fix the Country."
Okay.
I mean, things getting harder, things getting hard. The living get ruddy and rough, but the leaders them are selling out. That's why we call up to fix the country. Don't give me no talk, don't give me no that. Fix the country. The people them are crying from north, south, east and west. Fix the country. Don't give me no talk, and don't you politicize it and fix the country. Them vibes are the government can't take it. With your bigger qualifications, can't you make a better situation? With your bigger qualifications, can't you do simple negotiation? With your bigger qualifications, can't you ease up the corruption? With your bigger qualifications, can't you free us from corporation? Step aside if you can't free the people from poverty.
Step aside.
You've lost your integrity.
Fix the country, man, say.
Your promise, step aside. If you can't read the waters from galaxy.
I'd say.
Step aside. You just mash up the economy. That's why we call on to.
All right, we're going to move into a territory of
Don't give me no tax. Fix the country.
Serious reasoning, as we have been doing already. Listen, this artist, right, no wonder he's called the social commentator. To me, when I hear Saji music, the first thing that comes to my mind is social commentary. And he's very adept at feeling the heartbeat of the country. Everything you hear him say in his music is what the people are saying on the streets. Not too long ago, we heard about the Fix the Country situation. I don't want to call it a movement because all kind of things is happening with that thing right now without even going to connect it. But just on the face of it, fix the country. And Osajifo read the mood of the country right and dropped that one. This is in this era of governance. But he did not just start. He has another track that I'm going to drop in a minute, which was dropped during the era of the NDC. That is called Consistency. Himself fix the country. Back then, him say,
Poor people fed up, poor people fed up. When I love all the country I go, the people them fed up, poor people fed up. We work hard, still money and flow. Poor people fed up, poor people fed up. And the government are move too slow. Poor people fed up, poor people fed up. Vanda boys will vandalize the poor, and that makes the people them insecure. Nothing not nice in this country at all. Freedom and justice.
Man say Okovanda poor, vandalize the poor.
You can go in them shopping.
Lyrical dexterity.
Victimize the poor. Blaze up the fire.
And that was during the time of the NDC. So that man there, I just say it as it is, whether rain or shine.
For the country I go, the people them fed up, poor people fed up. We work hard, steal money now.
Listen lyrics.
People fed up, poor people fed up. And the government are move too slow.
Feel the rhythm.
People fed up, poor people fed up.
Charlie Saji, Sakuna Webu Amajo, the what now? The way they make us scan for this chair is right now. If you break, I go send you a bill.
One country, no notice. You mash up Mensagini. You put the people them in a joke.
Mensagini, who remembers those times there?
From Adum TV, don't you know? The press must be
Relevance of lyrics.
you know, show no pity.
Saji.
You don't care about mommies and babies. Demolish like it's funny. It is so funny.
Let's go back on the line and talk to the man called Saji. Saji, you have no filters when it comes to telling the truth, whether it is rain or shine, whether it's NDC or MPP or QQQ. Tell us about your thoughts, man. How you turn up, so?
Yeah, man, you know that Osajifu has never been partial when it comes to addressing the situation, because that's why people cannot brand me political like a partisan, because there are songs I made them during NDC era and there are songs I made them during NPP era, because you must tell it as is it for the people. But a song, Letter to Vanderpoy, was a song which I was personally affected. Nothing, you know that Beach Bar was our base.
Yeah.
You know, Beach Bar.
Yes.
Whenever you come to Accra,
Yeah.
Beach Bar is where all we chill out.
Yeah.
So Vanderpoy just engaged in some demolition there, which we thought it wasn't right because we didn't get enough
Notice.
You know, government can engage in certain things, but the people must be notified and must go through the due process.
And then some kind of relief given to them, if possible.
Yeah, there was absolutely nothing. They just demolished the place. Our dwelling place was demolished. The entire beach bar was demolished and thing. So when the whole place was demolished too, we tried to get the media. We rushed to the media and tried to bring the media to come and see the situation of the people and address it. And Vanderpoy too came and chased them. That's why in some part of the music, I say, you chase all the journalists of Adum TV, don't you know? The press must be free. You know? Okay. Because that thing I was affected, I was part of it. So that was why I made that song. And it's been my song, that topic, because it was demolished from that side to Osu. Because Blackwater just played that song, and Vanderpoy got to hear it and realized that no, the people are really saying some things about it, because it was unlawful, because we are all Ghanaians and we shouldn't be treated in that manner. And I think that is what reggae music is all about.
I think so too.
For the people.
Yes.
It must speak for the voiceless.
Yes.
You know, and also Fix the Country was also when that mantra, Fix the Country, came. It was all about making the government feel responsible, to fulfill its obligations and things. So we realized that we must put it in a song for the Fix the Country. It was not there just for only Akufo-Addo, but I know the song is going to be there to topple subsequent government.
Yes.
So when you come, Fix the Country is there forever and ever. You know, we will tell you that if you never fix the country, we play that song for you. So the song is not a partial music.
Yes.
It's a song. And I think it's very important that the music, if every musician sing like that, then the government, when they are corrupting the money and things, they'll be very careful. Because they know that the musicians will put it in a song. But most of the radio stations in Ghana are owned by politicians.
Yes, first of all.
So they do programs that distract the people from the real issues.
Yes.
You know, but luckily
Big
for us,
issue.
we have social media.
Yeah.
You know, we have social media, so when the radio doesn't play it, social media will block.
And then we also have our independent online radio stations like Radio Culture and Yard and Foreign and some other ones like that.
A big platform.
Yes, this is something we fail to realize, even as artists. You know, some of the people are still chasing payola taking DJs. You know, who are just turning their backside to you. But we have platforms where your music could be on like replay all day long. Because the thing with online radio is that there's a lot of time where there's no actual programming, right? So those times are filled with music.
Industry players, they keep deceiving the artists then, because they make it look as if that. I mean, I don't believe in going to pay Foresight. Yeah, I want Foresight to play my video without paying them. I don't, because so far, most artists don't even have the money.
Basically.
The artists don't even have the money. So the standard and the criteria that they've set for the artists then,
it's unsustainable. It's very true. Very unsustainable.
That is why most artists give up. Because in Ghana, for instance, if they want to promote an artist, there can be a very good artist, but they want an artist whose father is Chikata or whose father is Mahama. They want to use that Mahama and Chikata rather to push you than in the music. So it makes it very difficult for the downtrodden, talented artists them if you go through this. And it's very backward. Everything about Ghana music industry is very backward. It's brethren, we must widen the scope because the music is all about creating jobs, creating employment for people.
Yep.
So it must be as wide and open as possible. But Ghana music fraternity industry, they prefer closing it. Yeah, and I don't know where they learned that from. And they make it look as if it's a swag. And they will address it as if they know better. That is why they are defending that the industry should be closed. It's very backward because in the end, it must be about job creation, not about job closing.
Facts. All right, Saji, let me drop a quick commercial break. We'll be right back in a minute.
Doc Palm is back with all new exciting time with your medical doctors and health professionals. Did you know that Doc Palm has introduced all new opportunities to chat with your preferred physician for free? Yes, you heard me right. Chat consultation on Doc Palm is free. Download Doc Palm on Google Play Store and App Store. Doc Palm, convenience. Doc Palm, your health in your palm. Terms and conditions apply.
The simple entertainer.
Yes, and on there to one of my very personal favorites. Still on the subject of social commentary. I love this one. It's called Omai Chaka Chaka. Omaya Ketasisheni Proye. Where your mind? Munsei! Yes, indeed. Omai Chaka Chaka. Saji, what prompted you writing this song? Because once again, everything you are saying in this song is what we see on the ground there in Ghana.
Yeah, man. You know, the Ghana music terrain have taken an entrenched position of just promoting songs that doesn't address anything. You know, most of the artists who doesn't say anything are the artists who get the most forward and get all the exposure, get all the attention. You know, but these subjects are very important because the conditions of our market women, the conditions of the vulnerables, the underprivileged, the children selling in the market, we in the traffic, we have gold and diamond, you know, but we have seen the seat-top. So I see that these are the things that must be addressed because the people, we must make the people politically conscious because it's a very important topic that we must sing so that the people will be aware. Because when we are aware, just like the Arabs, they can move government within 2 days because they are so much politically conscious. But Ghana, when you call demonstration, the people won't show up. You know, Ghana, even poor people don't.
I know one died. Mama get house. Papa did for house. I don't buy car.
Look at my chain. Look at my whole chain.
Look at my big shoe.
You know, and when we check it, there are very important and sensitive issues that we need to address. Something that can benefit all of us. You know, if I become a self-centered self-centered in lyrics and it will not benefit anybody. But Omancha Kataka is a song that is addressing the situation. Even we get gold, we get diamonds, but even when we got oil, we thought the hardship was going to be over.
Yeah. A sacred and face.
So I put all those things in a song, for the people who get access to the music. And sometimes music is not only about the numbers, because good music will always find its way to the people.
To who must hear it, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we sing like that. And it keeps growing because sometimes my fan base keep increasing, and that is the brand of Sajifo, singing about the situation in Ghana, singing for the mothers in the market so that they can get a better condition to sell, singing, the corruption, we burn the embezzlement, the injustice. Even when the dreadlocks children were denied access, they were denied admission to
Achimota School.
Me and Conqueror made a song about that. Me and Conqueror made a song about that. So these are some of the things that is on my heart. That the realities that confront us is what I must think about than the vain hype and things that will not benefit anybody.
Yeah, and look at my big shoe. Can't stop laughing about that one, Saji. Look at my big shoe. All right, Saji.
Yeah, and let me say something. You know that you see, we the reggae people, we are the ones that's supposed to think about the culture.
Yes.
In Ghana, we are the people they disturb us a lot with the dress code and thing. It's a deliberate agenda. It's like somebody don't like you, but they cannot admit it. So they find millions of excuses against
you. It's like they're called dancing before their chroma, right? It's you never impress him. Yeah.
Yeah, like when a chicken goes in the court of the ox.
Of the hawks.
How is he going to
or the cockroach goes in the court of the chicken.
How is he going to be the case? Never. But we keep it active and consistent, and it keeps growing and growing. Because most of the people are becoming discerning as well.
Yes.
So the hardship is bringing a reality in front of them.
Yes.
So they are getting used into our music, and we will keep blazing it till it busts the whole country and the world.
Yes, because Saji, listen, back then, right, it was even a taboo to even mention ganja as an example. But guess what? Just last week, not last week, a couple of days ago, I had an interview with one minister, right, about the process of legalizing ganja. Apparently, they are not ready to do that right now, but at least the discussion is going on, right? And there's some... Yeah. You couldn't even show your face and say, hey, me, I smoke ganja and I want to smoke it freely. So we definitely are making an impact. We definitely are making an impact. And big up to people like the eye. Yes.
So, now the information is there because of technology. We have access to information. People can do their own researches.
Yes.
So we will get
and also some of the people in government, Saji, are our friends. There are people in government who know you, who know me, who know the next Rastaman, and who know that all that stuff that they used to feed our minds with back then is bull crap, So eyes they open, like you said.
Of course.
Saji, you have slowly. We will get there one day. Saji, you went out of the country at some point, right? You did I don't know if it was a tour you went on, or you went to do a show, or you went to go record. What was it? Can you tell us about that period?
Yeah, after there was a lady called Michelle. She used to work in Ghana, and she used to follow our shows like Vibration Kings because she took Black Prophet first in 2013, and she took me in 2016. She was following us, and we used to update her. She knew our talent, she's a Dutch from Holland. So she was following us. We used to send her songs when we record. So when she took Black Prophet in 2016, after the Bob Marley concert, then she realized that now get quite a quality profile, that she can present all there, because playing on the same stage with the Mali children, the I3 culture, is a big profile enough to send it to somebody and say, yo, this artist. So they took me to Holland for a tryout, to see if I'll fit in. And so when I just got to the place, the whole place just
mad up.
Yeah, man. And that resulted in my first which was officially released in Netherlands in 2017. Officially.
Nice.
You know, so it was a recording and a tour, but subsequently we had some financial problems, you know, because though they are NGO organization, but I also realized that moving from Africa to Europe, and I also wanted to make some money in here, man. Though I did most of the free shows. I did most free shows because I know as an artist, you must give in something before you can get your demands. You know, so when I started playing with Alpha Blonde, did Mountain, because I was not living in Holland before you can say, okay, you need an exposure in Holland. I was somebody traveling from overseas, you know, man. So when I complained, they didn't really understand. I said, all right, if I'm not making anything, then I don't think. And before too, you know, we weren't big in Ghana. You see the thing. So I could understand. But so I realized that then it's better I go home and start the work again and make sure that I build up a yard.
Build up a more solid brand.
I build up a yard so that it can re-extend internationally with respect. And then, man. So there wasn't much problem, but we cut everything off because I was thinking when I go to Europe, I should come home with money. And they wanted the whole thing to feel like, say, maybe Africans, when they sit in aeroplanes, they are happy. You know? so I can also say that this time, because it could also be, I won't blame them 100%. I can also say that it was also lack of experience because I was very young by then, you know, and sometimes we put rebellion before the business.
Basically.
You see that thing?
Basically.
Yeah.
Do you regret the decision?
When I look back, I think I'm able to handle it if it's now. You see that thing? Yeah. But I will still have the link. I still have the link with them. We keep communicating and things. And I like the process and what I've been through because now I have the experience. And now I'm building it also at home. Because in the music business, when you boss home, it's the best. Just turn up in Ghana, and when they go out there, the respect and the demand is there.
True that.
So I left Holland 2010, and I've never been to Babylon anymore. But I've still been consistent with the work. If it would have been somebody, maybe they would have been stopped the music. It would have discouraged them or something. But I realized that. No problem. Let me bust a yard. Let me build up home. And ever since, and it was good that I came because ever since I've been an artist and a promoter. I didn't know me. I could say that maybe reggae music could have died in Ghana.
Yes.
Because I'm the one doing all the shows. Most of the artists, most of them couldn't have got a platform if I did not be my platform. Because I'm the only artist who respects you as an artist, who will not look at your pens or your shoe or something. Platform. But others,
this shoe matter.
Because if you can be better, but as long as you are from Choco, Ghana, they won't give you a chance.
Yeah.
You can be worse, but if you are from East Legon, they will use East Legon rather to promote you than the talent.
Yes.
So ever since I came from Holland, I've been doing shows consistently, show after show, because I've decided to put the brand of Sadifu. Most of the shows I've played are my own shows. 90% I have a hand in it. How do you
even keep that up? Because that was going to be my next question. How do you even, because I don't know you to have any other like a 9-to-5 job or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken, but all I see you do is music.
You are right.
How do you keep it up?
The thing is, when you love something artistically, then the blessings around it will come to you. Because I'm an artist, I can do show right now, even with an empty hand. Because I can just command the logistics and they will come. You see the thing? Yeah, I can, because I've done it and people have believed in me so much that because my show don't flop. Because I'm keeping the thing, everybody know that Sadifu is the one only saying reggae. I don't play double standard. Some artists will only put their one foot in reggae. Some of them say they are Afrobeat because disrespecting reggae music in Ghana became something like a swag. Everybody was subjected to public ridicule. Everybody was making the whole thing like reggae is dead. But Sadifu, no, I was always speaking good about reggae. There are a lot of people who claim they are reggae stakeholders, but they don't speak well of the genre. When you give them a platform, what they will say that reggae artists don't dress well. I know a lot of references that I will make, like Rocky Dawoodi going to Grammy with reggae.
Olan Saji, you say some man them. You say some man them when they get a platform, they say what? Reggae artists don't dress well.
They don't dress well, they don't brand themselves well. And they speak in general, even if you know artists, you mention his name, but they always do a general statement. I don't deliberate agenda. They say our style is not appealing to the corporate, rare. But which is not true. It's like those who are supposed to represent us are those who are spoiling us to the corporate world, Because I've been playing at Gold Coast. We started playing at Gold Coast, a very corporate environment.
Yes.
Standard place.
Yes.
And we used to play there once a while. But because of me or Sadiko, now Gold Coast is doing reggae every Saturday.
Big up.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, nobody has ever come to us on Sadiko, you guys are dressed so good. But our own people say we are not good enough. We don't dress well.
Saji,
because of that, they
let's
and because of that, they give the reggae business as a bonus to the highlight people there.
Yes.
Giving it to us.
Let's address this controversial issue though. So we remember the days of Afro-Caribbean, right? We remember how the police used to come raid the place and all of that because of ganja and all of that. Now, I've heard some of these people, the argument is that wherever the reggae music goes, or most times where the reggae music goes, the ganja follows, right? So that in itself is like, if somebody has a business, they are scared that you will bring something that's quote unquote illegal to their premises and then attract police to that, that's their argument.
But let me see, you see, they've been criticized because sometimes when I go on for an interview, they bring the perception, this reggae and the ganja perception. But Nati, there's one artist called Yapono. You know Yapono?
Yes, I know Yapono personally.
He had a song called Hey, Mashia, Mamashi. If you read the reggae, people don't say Mashia.
Yo, listen. Yes.
Deliberately, they see the rafters and they hammer out with this ganja thing. But if you come to Ghana, you won't see most of the people who know ganja are more or less. More or less at 90%, and dreadlock people are just few. So somebody like Osadifo, you cannot say those things in front of me. Because I will defend reggae and I'll make sure that reggae is bigger than the level you are trying to put it. You see. But there are some other people who claim they are in the reggae fraternity. They will join these agendas that reggae called reggae, that deny us access to business and things.
Saji, how do you feel about the DJs who play? And I'm not trying to draw a line between Jamaican reggae or whatever other reggae, but what I'm saying is that our industry should be first and foremost for promoting the local talent first. So then, what do you think about these DJs who will come and try to take the cap off your head about the latest whatever artist tune they got from Jamaica or the latest dub plate or whatnot, the next thing, and they don't even know the first thing about the GH reggae dancehall? How do you feel about these people?
There is a narrative in Ghana. They made the whole music industry. They love Jamaican reggae, but they don't want to promote Ghana reggae. Because they made the whole thing as if that, because Ghana people are so, I don't know where these industry players get their mindset from. Because they claim when they promote the reggae, then the Jamaicans will get the glory.
What kind of backward thinking is that?
So, but meanwhile, realistically, we have millions of reggae fans out there, a lot of reggae artists. So, as a country, why can't we be innovative enough and create a reggae fraternity that can feed people? Because when the scope of the music is broadened, it's better than when it's squeezed. Is it that thing? So these DJs, they all have this agenda. Even if they will play the reggae, they want to make it a bonus for the highlight people. Then that's why every artist in Ghana now want to play highlight and Afrobeat. Because the narrative is that when you play the highlight and Afrobeat, automatically they give you a reggae as a bonus than giving it to artists like Osadifo, Shatabali, like Bumba, who are very inclined in reggae music. That's why Ghana reggae has made Basa because they bring the business as a bonus to high life people, or to keep the high life and also to discourage young artists from embarking on the reggae journey. You see the thing? We must be smart enough to create our reggae fraternity Ghana because it's about food. If our life is there, people can eat from our life, people can eat from Afrobeat, and people can also eat from reggae. Then it's broader than just being squeezed.
Saji,
people will be eating than just some few people.
I personally saw how Hip Life started and became a brand. I can even say I was part of that to a certain degree. I saw how some young people from the same Ghana took an art form, and then there's a and then exactly, you know, and then people will say things like, oh, Jamaica reggae is foreign music. No, backside, because check this out, Hip Life was also based off of what? Hip hop. How different is hip hop from reggae if you look at it in that sense, right? So then where's the argument? But that's what we're dealing with, Rasta.
They have even a hip hop category in EGM, hip hop in code.
There you go.
Hip hop category. But you see, say the reggae that is supposed that deal with the Pan-Africanism, even like this time we have the year of return. So this era is a more era of Pan-African era. Yeah. Because the year of return, Afro-Nation, Afro-Shera, which is supposed to be reggae people are doing because we are the people singing about repatriation and all these things. But they take artists who go and sing about blings. So in the end, the whole vibe doesn't connect. You see that thing? They will give the thing to the high life people to go and deal with Pan-African event. Then in the end, they don't even say things that can connect with we and our brothers and sisters in diaspora.
Saji, you have we have a few minutes more to go, but let me ask you. Let me try and push my few more questions in here. My first of the few left questions is this: your Facebook page is almost like what do you call it? A gathering ground for conscious mind, so to speak, right? You put out a post and then it attracts a lot of people who think alike, or maybe who have something slightly different to say about what you're saying, right? Recently, you put up a post about why reggae music cannot just be left to be reggae music instead of all the not different categorizations and reggae this and reggae that and that. Throw some light on that for us. What exactly were you saying?
Yeah, because this argument has been in Ghana, like the name. I don't know if Ghana have a personal problem with Jamaica, some people or something, because I know that Alpha Blondy is big in reggae music. Taking Jaffa Koli is big. They have never intended to change reggae. Because there's one thing I've learned about reggae, that it's a journey that connects us globally. That's why we have artists like Gentleman in Germany. We have artists like Calibos from Bermuda. We have the Abba Roses from Italy. We have the Africans. So
there's Japanese reggae artists and all that.
You see that thing. But in Ghana, we have different variants. We have Rocky Kawini has his own, Black Rasta has his own. We have the Kormaika has his own.
Malenzi, Ras Malenzi of blessed memory tried to bring.
It's becoming like we are all waiting for us to change reggae before we will give reggae a boost. And all these years we haven't been able to done. We've not been able to do that. You know, and so we are wasting time. Look at all like the Kenyans. The Kenyans are just pushing reggae. They don't have any agenda. They don't have no complexities. They've complicated the reggae for us here. A lot of complexities. Some of them, when they tell you, say, Mr. Massa, why? But in simple terms, Samini has a song, my own. The time I did a very big song. He did it on a Jamaican reggae. Stoneboy had a song, Where You Wanna Run. All these songs are hit songs. So why can't we just do the reggae? Those who put xylophone in their music, fine. Those who write the Jamaican reggae, fine. So that the scope will be more broader. But we are waiting and create a certain kind of rhythm. And this thing is, every musician will do what they have to do. See that thing? So we must just make the reggae go reggae, because it's much concerned. It's much about the message. But Ghana, too many complexities is what is destroying reggae music.
Very interesting. I have a question for you from a fan on YouTube. She says, what about reggae artists fusing their lyrics into an Afrobeat sound, just like Bob Marley's sound featuring Sarkodie? What's your response to that?
Oh, music is categorized into genres, you know, and every genre has their own respective stakeholders. Some artists can cross borders because some artists like Somali is a strictly reggae artist, but in Ghana they are making it look as if that being a full-time reggae artist is not enough. They don't complement the full-time reggae. They want all of us to go and do Afrobeat. You see that thing?
Yeah.
And they've been able to set the business narrative that they always give the business to artists who do Afrobeat and do 1 or 2 reggae than artists who do million reggae. You see that thing? I can do Afrobeat, of course, but if I haven't done it, can't I be a reggae artist? I can be. You see that thing?
Yeah. It's a big discussion. You know, one day soon we'll invite you on another platform on the same channel to discuss that topic, you know, because it's a much.
I'm ready for radio culture anytime.
Yes, it's a very big subject. We can't exhaust it in the time left.
It's a whole big.
Yes.
But not of course.
Yes.
Of course. What about jazz people? Jazz people are not very loud, but they are there. But everybody wanted to follow the trend, you know. And if we all leave reggae and go to Afrobeat, where will be reggae? Also, just wise, told the reggae. Also, the youth I used to groom as reggae artists. Most of them have left because of that narrative Ghanaians have created that they don't want to complement the full-time reggae artists.
Saji, I have one big question and one small question for you. There's only 5 minutes left. Okay. So you just spend like 30 seconds on the first question, then we will go to the big question. Small question. What do you think about Sarkodie's collaboration with the whatever they call it? I don't even know what they call it, but Sarkodie's Bob Marley feature thing there. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think the Marley family knew, you know, that sometimes music is a target. I think the Marley family they were looking for a different audience other than just reggae audience. You know, because sometimes music, that's why we do collaboration with Aja Janet, because it can help you to tap into a
different audience base,
which is bigger than just where you belong.
All right.
So I think the Bob Marley family had their own reason why they chose Sarkodie. I don't think they were doing it necessarily that they were looking for a reggae artist, but a crossover kind of a thing. Nice.
Okay. All right. Now the big question: the Ghana Reggae Dancehall Awards. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think is good. It's good if we can have an award system that will award our works and thing. But the only thing is, if it's not gonna be just like any ulterior motive kind of, because sometimes some of these awards come and it's not for us. You know, it's not for we the reggae people like the Rat Boombas or Sagifos. It's all going to complement these high life artists.
Well, so to the best of my understanding, that's why they have a Ghana Reggae Dancehall Awards, because the reggae artists feel like they are not being acknowledged enough, right? So now they're having something exclusively for them, right? So that all the Ras Boombas and all the other people that you're mentioning can be recognized under this banner, rather than just one Reggae Artist of the Year award or whatever it is that they do for the main one. That's my understanding of it.
But bro, you see, one thing is that we cannot just leave reggae with no groundworks and we say we want to do awards, because we cannot leave reggae very dormant. Me, I want people pushing reggae. I want to hear people speaking good. When you do an award and I see those people who have been insulting us as board members, I won't associate myself with it. Those who have been telling us we don't dress well, we don't do this, we don't do that, we don't do that, as the same people running the board. Then I know I don't stand a chance in that kind of award, because I've been going through this fight with a lot of people who claim they are with reggae. Because Osajifo, I know that when you belong to reggae, you must speak well of it. Even when it's bad, you must be the one to brand it to make it look attractive for investors and business people. But a lot of people, they will never hear them speaking well about Ghana reggae. Maybe because of personal hatred they have with some of us. Whenever they get platform to speak about reggae, it's negative. I don't associate with those people when they are doing their thing. I don't near it. I like people who are dressed reggae, who brand reggae, and make Ghana reggae look attractive. Is what I'm saying. So now, nobody is doing nothing on the ground. You are not doing anything on the ground, but you are doing an award. Who are you going to award? Because reggae seems like it's dead in Ghana. Why can't we do crown works? Why can't we speak for the people to love the genre as reggae? Why can't we present it to the people attractively before we start all these things, because I don't know on what basis are we going to award these people, because a lot of people are giving up on reggae. It's only some few of us who are still holding it.
Sergi, don't you see it as the first step in a long journey? Don't you see it as something that's at least going to contribute to the recognition that you're talking about?
No, I cannot say it's bad. If I like it or I don't like it, I cannot say any negative things about the project.
No, it's not even about whether you like it or not. It's just about looking at it holistically, because you are an artist, right? A reggae dancehall artist. And I'm expecting that you will be one of the people who should be getting awards in such a scheme, all things being equal, right? But it looks as if a lot of the artists have not even signed on to the idea too much. That's why I'm asking you, as a major reggae dancehall artist.
Because of past experience, but I'm not. It's a way forward. It's a good way forward if we have an award scheme that will complement our works.
Okay.
It's not bad. But we have United Nations. Though you look like United Nations, but implementation is not correct. So let's see how best they're gonna do it. Because me too, I don't believe in these voting awards and all those things. But I give it a full support. Yeah, man.
You see, this is another reason. This is another reason why we should have another show with you, so we can also get your stance on that. Because I see what you're saying about the voting thing, right? But there's a response for that, and this is not a platform for it. This is a surgical interview.
I am an artist. Sometimes people, when you ask them, I'm one of the key stakeholders in reggae. But some people will never mention my name. If you tell them to mention Ghanaian reggae artists, they will never mention Osagyefo my name. They will not.
I think that's a mistake.
In Ghana,
because Osagyefo is synonymous with Ghana reggae dancehall, if you ask me. But Saji.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying, that we will keep watching it closely. And
okay,
give it a
but
support.
you're supposed to from what I understand, you're supposed to submit your songs for consideration. You're not thinking of doing that?
No. I'm not too much interested in that. I want to let them do their thing for now. I haven't
but you don't mind if somebody submits on your behalf, do you? Because guess what? Kromanti Music has submitted Nah Give It Up for the Reggae Dancehall Song of the Year and a few other categories. You don't mind that, do you?
No problem. That can go on. That can go on.
All right. But that's not the only one. Being as I know that you are not going to submit your own submissions, I'll see if we can submit some songs on organizers of the awards are listening to my humble suggestion. If you base on it really behoves on you to get the key stakeholders interested in this thing. Because if it goes off and we see some major names in the industry not recognized, merely on the basis that they did not submit their songs or whatnot, I don't think that's going to work too well for the scheme going forward. I think that right now, while you have the time, find a way to get them involved and get them interested. Yes, Adi.
You see, to tell you the truth, me, if like I be God, there are some people like I wish they will never get any benefit from reggae, because they are really to us in Ghana that they are not for reggae. And these people are the same people when it comes to glory, they still want to eat it.
Saji, my time is up, but I'm very interested in what you are saying. Please explain what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that there are a lot of people that I know in Ghana that if they are coming to eat from reggae, it pain me.
Okay. And you see some of those.
Because of, I won't mention it.
No, I don't.
Because these are people who has complicated the reggae business. These are some of the people who keep lambasting us how we don't dress well, how dirty is our brand. Some of them even said, my brand is not attractive. I don't know if they want me to turn a girl or something.
Or maybe go wear a big shoe.
When this award came, we this award. In the end, when this award died, they blame it on some of us that we spoiled this award. It just recently they admitted that there was something they didn't do right. But all these years, they've been saying it on radio, all platforms, blaming us that people like Osadi for them are enemy of progress with them. Why they were not doing the right thing? Because they bring the reggae awards, and it's for our lives and Afrobeat artists them to compliment them and give it to them as a plus. Then when we said it and you couldn't do your thing, you blame us that we spoiled the award. You see that?
Saji, do you see some of these people on the board, on the team right now that's organizing this thing? Because otherwise, shouldn't you give a new team a chance? Or you see some of these people that you're talking about in this set?
No, that's what I'm saying. That for now, whatever they are doing is their own affair. I cannot against it, but I will make it.
Wow.
I will take it as their affair for now. When subsequently some of us realize that it's going in the right direction, we will jump on board, of course.
I see. Wow. Saji, I think we'll pick up that issue on the other platform, like I said, right? We'll have a group discussion on this and other matters. But before we go, Saji, you also were one of the artists that were selected for the Where the Money Rhythm, which is a Komansi Music project. You turned out your song so fast. Tell us about that. In fact, you know what? Before that, let me drop it. Let me give the listeners a taste of what we're talking about before we go. Our time is actually up, but this is worth doing. Well, and this is Now Give It Up from Osaji for On the Where the Money Rhythm.
Osaji for the simple entertainer. Represent straight out of Ghana. Me deya. Banganati, me na retire. Me deya. Me na left ya. Me still deya. So me don't fall, she said them a free. Now give it up. In our life, too many frenemies. Now give it up. I wish to say them a sabotage. Now give it up. I wish them can't underrate. Now give it up. Ja, listen to my supplications. In this time of me serious meditation. Rescue me from wicked afflictions. In this time of tribulation.
Radio culture.
Until you must die like a little boy. That's why I'm afraid of. Them nice in you, I will rejoice. Rastafari, you are my choice. So we don't fall, she said them are free. Now give it up. In our life, too many
frenemies in our life. Sons of Osaji for Now Give It Up on the Where the Money Rhythm. Saji, tell us about this track before we bounce out.
I think Where the Money Rhythm is one of the standout projects that gave Ghana Reggae a facelift. Because no two ways about that. And I think it has shown us a way forward. It brought some unity, all of us under one umbrella. And all of us, because if even one person gets a hit on it, all of us will be heard. You know. So it's a project that I'm happy to be part of it. And my version too. Everybody says that it's a killer version.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of airplay in Ghana as well. So this project is good. And big up the people that will set it up, yourself and the whole crew, the people who play
Komansi Music.
It's the only Ghana project that is having real authentic reggae artists them on. So I was very happy to be part of that project. It was standard and it was a great project, yeah, man.
And this year's rhythm is about to be released also, and I'm very sure you will be on it as well if you want to.
No problem, bro. Yeah, man. No problem, bro.
It's not going to be called Where the Money, though. It's going to be called something else. But stand by. It's going to drop very soon.
No. But we must be able to work together. Man. And that is the only way forward.
Absolutely. Sajifo, Medasi, Namisha. Charlie Yanka Trika Kransanya. Yanka Trika Kransanya. Last thoughts. What do you need the chat for? Yanka Trika Kran.
Medamasi, yeah, man, radio culture, Medamasi, Yakwenya, Mudia Mame. Namatama can be Makamadin, Matuma Numto, and between the
yes.
Makadi. Meaning, I have to be a Makarian in Muntra. So the beya name be koyi ama ye nyina, because there must be the fire crew around the whole thing to make sure that everything gets shaped properly. And the man can nyina no enye ni say mu a ni yie say the beya edwuma na ya ye free titiri nyina mpaso be dey. Ebe baso.
Nice.
Na ye nyina because me say me ni edwuma bia nyom to a na matoa menye carpenter menye base. Well, nyom matoa and say the beya ebe koyi na ye nyina ye hu wo mo ye edwuma no because my boy edwuma pa by the beginning wa to them, not charge for the most laziest artists. Well, and you know, the Puna, maybe I don't credit be an Fanto, said the Baya, Ghana rigging, so we can get the right people to represent it, not anymore. And the American radio culture, Medamasi.
Osajifo, yes, that's it. As we bow out, we're going to bow out with this song you call Stop the Worry, another of my personal favorites. Can 2 lines be one chair and Sunday bow out? Stop the Worry. Mami a cappella, and no cry better. Mami a cappella.
The person where you held that day, he say he don't know you today. The person you protect the other day, he say make them carry you away. Yeah. He be so like day, he be so like day each and every day, brother. So don't you feel no way? Pray for better day, sister. Stop the
worry. Problem no the finish you, brother. Wicked. Yo, listen, Saji.
Thank you.
One love. I Tino Alidano. Yes. Rastafari. Yes, Massive. I am 10 minutes over the time, but it's all for a good cause. I'm going to leave right now, but I'm dropping this one called Stop the Worry from Osajifo. Until next week, blessed love, people.
Wow, wow. Osajifo, whoa, whoa, whoa. Osajifo represents. Stop the worry. Problem no definish you, brother. Keep charging on, no matter the situation. Stop the worry, problem no definition, sister. Keep moving on, no matter the frustration. The person where you held that day, he say he don't know you today. The person you protect the other day, he say make them carry you away. It be so like day, each and every day, brother. So don't you feel no way, for better day, sister. Problem no definition, brother. Keep trying on, no matter the situation.
Radio culture,
So keep moving, no matter the frustration. Be wise and be humble. Delegate to used to be simple. Life road is hard, straight and terrible. Stay out of trouble. Disappointment, day. Enviness, day. Jealousy, day. Backbiting, day. Blackmailing, day. Stand firm today. Boom, face them today. Start the worry.
Boom. The whole place turn up. Radio culture to the top. The whole place mad up. Them finna say we show now flop. Boom. You don't know this was Sergeant for the simple entertainer straight out of Ghana. I'm say tune into Radio Culture, online radio of pure reggae and dancehall from Ghana. Them finna know that. Boom bam.
I say, here retain Radio Culture, your #1 internet radio station.